My viewers, hello my great audience, thank you so much for being loyal to me. So today I'm gonna teach regarding the entry and transit requirements in Uganda. It's good to read to know regarding Uganda. Yeah, we know the capital city for Uganda is called Kampala. Then now we go to the document validity. Yes, passports and other documents accepted for entry must be valid for a minimum of 6 months from the date of arrival. Under document validity, we go to number 1A. Passports and other documents accepted for entry issued to nationals of Uganda must be valid on arrival. So even if you are Ugandan, you cannot enter on an expired passport. Your passport at least should be valid on arrival when you are arriving in Uganda from another country. Number 1B, under document validity. Passports and other documents accepted for entry issued to residents of Uganda must be valid on arrival. Same case to residents, because you could be a Kenya residing in Uganda. You have a residence permit. Your documents should also be valid on arrival at least. So number 1C, US travel document issued to refugees must be valid on arrival. Yeah, we normally have a US travel document. Into brackets, it is normally called Form I-571. That should be valid on arrival. So the crew members, both the passport and the general declaration are required. So if you are a crew member, have your passport and the general declaration that normally have the crew names. The crew know that. So warning, passports issued to nationals of Uganda must be biometric with an electronic chip symbol on the cover to enter. So for now, Ugandans must have the new biometric passport. Remember, we have got the old passports that were not biometric that maybe are still valid. So that one now you cannot enter Uganda with it. If you left Uganda with you should now apply. You should now ensure that you have the new biometric passport. So that is good to note. Warning number 2. Passports issued to nationals of Somalia must be biometric with an electronic chip symbol on the cover to enter and transit. So that one is for the Somalis. But nowadays, if you have a biometric passport anyway, the biometric chip symbol must be there. We normally have that symbol. We normally call it the E symbol, the E sign. It's normally a chip, microchip, that have got all your information. We normally have a reader, an electronic reader, that when you put that chip into a reader, it has all your details, your face, your fingerprints, your everything, your biographical information on that chip. That is what we mean by biometric passport. It has got all your biometrics. So anyway, let's continue. Visa exemptions. Who does not need a visa? Nationals of Uganda, nationals of Malaysia and South Sudan for a maximum stay of 6 months. Number 3, nationals of Angola, Antigua and Barbuda, Bahamas, Barbados, Belize, Botswana, Burundi, Comoros, Congo Democratic Republic, Cyprus, Eritrea, Eswatini, Fiji, Gambia, Ghana, Grenada, Ireland Republic, Jamaica, Kenya, Lesotho, Madagascar, Malawi, Malta, Mauritius, Mozambique, Rwanda, Seychelles, Sierra Leone, Singapore, Solomon Islands, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Tanzania, Tonga, Trinidad and Tobago, Vanuatu, Zambia and Zimbabwe for a maximum stay of 3 months. Number 4, nationals of Algeria, Cuba, Ethiopia, India, Iran, Senegal, Sierra Leone, and South Africa with a diplomatic passport. I will not continue from there. When I reach diplomatic, I don't continue because the diplomats know the rules. The diplomats, the officers of the government and those who are going to serve in foreign missions, they normally know the requirements. Why? They are normally sent by their government to go and represent their government abroad in foreign missions. So there's no need of reading regarding that. And remember, these rules I'm reading right now, we are in 2025 August. Rules keep changing, so always update yourself. If you're traveling to Uganda and you need to know whether there are changes, you can always SMS me under the video, in that video regarding Uganda, not in another different video, not to bring confusion. If it is a video regarding South Africa, ask the question regarding South Africa under that video and I'm gonna answer. If it is a video regarding Uganda, you can ask whether there are any new updates, but also you can go and research in the government website to know whether there are any more new rules, because rules normally change after 6 months, some after 1 year. Things keep changing, and I know you know that. So if you have any query regarding a country that have given out the information, you can only pose your question. You can always pose a question under that video, and I will surely, definitely answer that question free of charge, no charges. So yeah, nationals okay. Now after visa exemptions, I have read the country that do not need a visa. For the diplomats, I'm not gonna read. Transit without a visa. Who can transit without a visa in Uganda? Passengers with a confirmed onward ticket for a flight to a third country within 24 hours, full stop. They must stay in the international transit area of the airport and have documents required for the next destination. Please note that merchant seamen. Who are the merchant seamen? Those people who normally go to work on a cruise ship in the water. So Uganda has no sea harbor, full stop. Take note of that, by the way. Uganda have no sea harbor. Remember, it is a landlocked country, so don't forget that, by the way. Therefore, merchant seamen cannot be traveling on duty to Uganda. Listen again. Merchant seamen. Uganda has no sea harbor, full stop. Therefore, merchant seamen cannot be traveling on duty to Uganda. It's not possible because it is landlocked. It does not have a harbor. So that is good to note. Crew members, visa not required. Military, for the military, by the way, same regulations as for passengers apply. So if you are in the category of needing a visa, remember that one is going to apply to you. So visa issuance. Visa issuance. What do I mean by visa? Those who can get a visa. E-visa means electronic visas. E-visas can be obtained before departure at https://visas.immigration.go.ug/ additional information: an East African tourist visa issued by Kenya or Rwanda is accepted to enter Uganda if the passenger has first entered the country which has issued the visa. Full stop. It is a multiple entry visa and is valid for 90 days. What does that mean? For example, if I got a visa from Kenya, an East African tourist visa, I hope you are understanding this. I can go with it, I can enter with it to Uganda if it is still valid, but I must have entered Kenya first because the visa was issued by Kenya. I think that is very important to note. So don't mistake. Don't get a visa issued by Rwanda, an East African visa, and then you go to Uganda and you have not entered Rwanda first. I think that is clear. Number 2, visa must be verified prior to boarding via the Directorate of Citizenship and Immigration Control at https://com/p.com/PSHNY5YU. Warning. Visitors must hold return or onward tickets. So never make a mistake to go to Uganda without a return ticket. Notes. Let's go to health. Passengers arriving within 6 days after leaving or transiting countries with the risk of yellow fever transmission and not holding a yellow fever vaccination certificate are subject to vaccination upon arrival and possible quarantine measures. Exempt from yellow fever vaccination, number 1, children under 1 year of age. Number 2, passengers transiting Uganda if not leaving the transit area. Recommended. Number 1, vaccination against yellow fever for any passenger. That's a recommendation. Number 2, malaria prophylaxis, malaria risk, mainly due to P. falciparum, exists throughout the year in the whole country, full stop. Recommended prevention, C. Let me say regarding even the health, the yellow fever and the whatever, let me say regarding the yellow fever and the health, rules can change. Remember, why do people need yellow fever vaccination certificate? For example, in Kenya, even if it was many years back, there have ever been a yellow fever case. Same way to other countries that you hear that you need to have a yellow fever certificate. So, if you come from for example, if I come from Kenya going to Uganda, I must need a yellow fever certificate. Yeah, you know why. So, and if you come from Nigeria, even some countries, some other countries that I'll keep teaching. So that's what I normally say. Before you travel somewhere, always ensure that you know all the rules, because they can change it tomorrow. Supposing you get an outbreak of yellow fever in a country that was not included in the yellow fever, whatever, rules can change. So that is why I normally say, before you travel, ensure that you get more information, whether or the newest update regarding any changes that can have happened, because I'll always repeat that rules keep changing all the time. So even before you travel to Uganda, kindly confirm, ask a question under that video and I shall answer. Or you can research even on the government website of Uganda and know what the travel requirements are, so that you can be updated, because rules can change in 3 months, 6 months, they can change in 1 year, and they keep changing. But anything regarding traveling, you can ask under the video, under the specific video. Otherwise, have a nice time, watch the whole video, share it with your relatives. Let us keep whatever. It's good to learn all the time. Yeah, geography is very interesting. Travel requirements, it's good to know the travel rules for particular countries, for all the countries, so that when you travel or before you travel there, you shall have all the requirements. Remember, when you are visiting any country, you must have a return ticket. Never make that, not a booking, a confirmed return ticket, because it is very bad. You go to immigration department of a particular country and then you are denied entry because you don't have a return ticket. If you are a visitor, you must have a return ticket. It is very important to note that. So thank you for watching. May God bless you. Bye.